Hey guys, and welcome back to another Broken No Game video. Today's video is dedicated to Emil and the conquest guide that I'm going to be making for it. So let's get right on to it. These are going to be my tips, right? So the first thing that you're going to be doing is obviously you're going to be loading into the game. Ideally, verse 1 is, or the wave 1 is pretty much where everyone joins in. Now the biggest thing that I want to say is wave 1 is dedicated to buffing. Because there's only one enemy present, everyone should be ideally able to tank this part of the wave. And what you do here is you cast Hateful Golem, you cast Library Wisp, ideally the defense buffs first so that everyone can be tanky and take the hits that this, Emil Head is essentially dishing, or disembodied Emil. You're going to get the magical defense buff and the magical attack defense buff from Library Wisp or Hateful Golem, which is the alternative and just as good. Don't worry, Hateful Golem provides the same buff as SR Library Wisp, alright? Just know that. And then you're going to cast Hateful Hound because he increases both magical attack and physical attack, and technically provides the current highest buffs for magical attack and physical attack at A rank, alright? He matches the same buffs as Fina in her SR form, so you don't have to evolve Fina if you use Hateful Hound. Now, like I said, wave 1 is dedicated to buffing. After everyone's buffed, you can essentially start wiping the Emil head that's here, or disembodied Emil. Now just note that you can also get, the SR Nightmare from the Emil runs, and ideally when you get to wave 2, hit the top hit, right? But continuing back, right, if you get the Emil head from a run, you can actually stack the physical attack buff from the Emil Nightmare and stack it on top of the Hateful Hound buff. So if you stack those two buffs together, you'll get a massive boost to your physical attack, which is going to be amazing for Kahlo. And just note that Nightmares don't base buffs off of themselves. They are buffs based off of a percentage, like 23% of your current stats, for example, would be a tier 3 Nightmare buff, so on and so forth. So buffs from Nightmares are fixed amounts. So pretty much after you clear wave 2, you hit top and then bottom and then middle. That's how we call it. You can do whichever, just make sure to hit one in particular. Now that we're at Camille's Head, the first thing that you're going to want to do is someone cast Eris. You don't want to cast Freeze Golem too early, or whichever Nightmare you're going to be doing. You can always use Simone instead of Eris as well. It doesn't really matter. The whole point is essentially we are conserving SP in the beginning, and that's why you can cast either Fairy King Eris or Simone. Either or works. It's for the Fairy King magic buff, right? So now that we have SP reduced, everyone can go wild on their skills, and we don't have to worry about not being able to cast any skills during the fight, because one of the worst things is running out of SP during a fight, not being able to pretty much do anything, right? So after Eris pretty much comes off of cooldown, I'm going to go into my summons tab and I'm going to summon Freeze Golem. And instead Breezy does that for me, so thank you so much. Thank you to the squad running this. This is going to be Breezy, Doll, and Sleepsies and Sage. Usually Jolo Dog is where Sleepsies is at, but that's the squad right there. Thanks so much for everyone in the Discord and coming and hanging out. So pretty much Freeze Golem is a hard carry once you get to the last bar. You burst this man down. Once he gets to around the 10% bar range, he's going to try to kill himself, and that's the part where pretty much you have to lay it on thick. But you can see here, we're just absolutely throwing everything we have at him, and he doesn't even get to the point where he can spin around and start getting ready to explode. So at the end of the day, it all falls down to how much burst damage and how much SP you have at the very last bar. So Eris and Freeze Golem, or Simone and the free version of the Nightmare Bondage can really help you with that. So timing is everything with the Nightmares, but this isn't as hard as Yume, and you can see it's the same tactic as Yume. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. I'll see you in the next one.